Reawaken to your immortal identity and discover life between life's wisdom. Presented by the Michael Newton Institute.
Hi everyone. Guess what? We're back with something very different this time. You did hear, and I think you must have also seen, we've been giving you these sneak peeks about my story, my journey. So, in this new season of our Wisdom podcast series from MNI, we have these beautiful souls from across the globe who are part of the Michael Newton Institute family who are sharing with us their journey, their stories, all about their life, their evolution as souls, in their experience of this incarnation as human beings, and in their relationship with Michael and Michael Newton Institute. Follow us month on month, and you will find that we will be bringing to you all these stories, the journeys of these beautiful souls from across the globe. I'm looking forward to bringing them to you. And I really, truly hope you enjoy what we are bringing for you. And do let us know in the comment section below what you want, what you feel, and how any of our stories touch your lives.
Dr. Diana Paque trained in hypnotherapy, regression, and energy therapies at the HCH Institute in Lafayette, California. She holds certifications as a certified clinical hypnotherapist, Reiki master, certified regressionist, certified life between lives facilitator, and energy therapist. Dr. Paque holds a bachelor's degree in history from Santa Clara University, a Master of Science in Library Science from the University of Southern California, and both a master and doctoral degree in public administration from the University of Southern California. She is a member of the Newton Institute, which certifies life between lives facilitators in the tradition of its founder, Dr. Michael Newton. Since March 2019, Dr. Paque has served as the Executive Director of the Newton Institute for Life Between Lives Hypnotherapy. She works primarily with individuals in therapeutic settings to achieve their goals. She is a Reiki master in the Usui tradition and has trained as a quantum consciousness facilitator and as an IFS-informed practitioner. She continues to do advanced training and holds certifications in weight management, virtual banding procedures, past life regression, and other advanced energy techniques.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our very, very known and hopefully something that you draw a lot of inspiration and motivation from the Wisdom Series podcast from the Michael Newton Institute. And today we have a very special person, which is very special to me personally, is Diana. Welcome to our podcast, Diana. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Sandrani. I'm glad to be here.
So, what you said is so true that, the kind of trauma that we're constantly seeing, whether it's through work, whether it's through the people we know. And it's true. As you said, a lot of people can't afford a session. And more so, it doesn't take away the fact that what they're going through itself is very overwhelming, but then they also have financial constraints and so on. But I think one of the most beautiful aspects of the world that we belong to, and especially the fraternity that we belong to, is we are able to share compassion. And when you were speaking about hope, this particular individual, he's constantly flashing in my space because this is exactly what I said, that, you trust your soul because your soul has infinite potential. So whatever you're going through right now, you can surmount it. And to be able to share that hope with that kind of conviction, I think it's possible because we have that compassion. And in the journey that we do, and we've connected to our own soul consciousness, and we've connected to that spiritual space of expansion, if I may say. You feel very expanded in that space. It gives you that compassion, and with that compassion, the courage, the conviction, and it's those that enable us to then share that hope with others. And
I think that's a relief. So one of the senses of relief that I gained was that because we work on some of our biggest lessons in many lifetimes, like self-love and self-trust and patience and happiness, that there is no capacity in a single lifetime to complete that lesson, which means if I don't get to the end and I don't finish it in this lifetime, I haven't failed. There is no failure. There simply is how much I accomplished and what I accomplished on this journey. And if I accomplished X or Y, is simply that I accomplished that just as an observation rather than a judgment. And I have found that when I work with people, we start talking about observing rather than judging. And as people learn that they can simply observe themselves, they can move out of that harsh self-judging that most of us have on some level, and can relax into simply being rather and observing rather than judging. And I see that as something that can add to your comfort level and to help you persist, because there is no failure if I don't do something. You know, if I don't finish this, if I'm not perfect, what I've learned is this human form is incapable of perfection. It isn't that I'm imperfect, it's that we as humans are purposefully imperfect because it forces us to learn. I mean, that's why Michael talks about Earth School as being so difficult, because we are imperfect. And that imperfection forces us into challenges, and we create nightmares for ourselves. And that is part of the design. And so if I can't be perfect and I create messes, I learn from those messes. I learn something. I may learn things that I'm going to have to go back and work again on later, but I learned something. And that's given me some personal relief, that I don't have to do things perfectly. I don't have to push on myself to be more perfect or be angry at myself because I'm not perfect. And so many people come in with that black and white world. I win, I lose, I succeed, I fail, I'm good, I'm bad. We're just human. And that is, in our connection with the soul, we begin to learn our imperfection is part of the design of the lessons that we're learning.
Because I think the most important thing for us is to accept and acknowledge that if we've chosen a human incarnation, then we are choosing duality. We're choosing the polarization of human existence, which then gives us the ability to observe, accept, acknowledge. And what you said is so true. Once you accept that imperfection is a part of this incarnation that we have chosen, the urgency goes away. And that's when that, you said at the very beginning, to be in that flow, it's that flow that you look for. And then when you're in the flow, this entire life that you're living, it just takes on a completely different shine, a different glow to the entire existence.
One of the
Sorry.
One of the things that I teach people when they are in this state, when they go home, is to feel how the flow feels in their body, what the connection feels like. Because if they can reinforce that connection, whether through meditation or through their own self-practice, the more they recognize that flow and feel themselves in that compassionate soul energy, the more they work from that space as opposed to the wounded, traumatized parts. And they learn who they are as the soul. And it's a growth process, that when I'm in that soul space, I'm more compassionate and loving towards me. I'm not as critical of me. I allow myself to be imperfect, to procrastinate, to eat sugar, whatever it is that I do that my Diana self says, oh, that's really bad, you shouldn't do that. And yet it's part of my humanity in this form.
So true. So true. Diana, tell me, in your understanding, or in this flow that we're in, if I were to call it your journey, your flow, when we hear the term spiritual consciousness, what does it mean to you? If I were to tell you that, give me in literally like a few words or maybe just a couple of sentences, how would you want me to understand Diana's perception or Diana's perspective on spiritual consciousness?
So when I was in college, I did not do well in taking courses in philosophy. They were pretty beyond me, except there was one philosopher, his name was Plotinus, he was a Neoplatonist, he was Roman, who believed in something called the one. And the one is all there is. And if there is the one, that is all there is, and we are of the one. And we're talking many, many years ago. That made sense to me. And I was raised in a Catholic tradition. And of course, this was not the way the Catholics thought about God. And that made so much sense to me that when we I started doing this work and connecting, all I could think of is the one or source, whatever you want to call that, God, the God energy. And it can be explained as the entirety of the ocean and its essence is within a drop of water from the ocean. And our souls are the drop of water of source. And each of us has within us the essence of source, the essence of God, the essence and the connection, which is why our souls connect. And so to me, spiritual consciousness or source or the one is all the same. It's the God energy. And each of us are part of that. It's not that we can ever really be fully separate from it. We are it. We are of it. And when we are aware of that, it's not that we're ever disconnected. It's that our awareness is not open and we are not aware that we have everything that Source has to give us. So when we talk about connecting to abundance and accessing abundance, it is always there. It is my openness, my ability to receive, and my ability to be aligned and of source, of consciousness, that then aligns me and helps me become the flow. So I am always of the flow, whether I know it or not. And I see spiritual consciousness as all of that we use the word consciousness, which tends to mean something that the brain perceives. And yet it is so much more than that. It is all that is to me. And so I use those interchangeably. I tend to use the one or source because it's a clearer term for most people. Spiritual consciousness seems to take on different messages to other people. To me, it needs to be simple because it is simple. It doesn't mean it's not vast. It doesn't mean it's not a paradox, but the language for me needs to be simple in order to support others connecting to it and be of it.
Wow, so true. And I think that's the most beautiful part of spiritual growth and our spiritual journey, because what it teaches us is to simplify. And the more we simplify, the more we get in touch with authenticity. And the more we connect our soul's consciousness with that of the spirit. Diana, I'm very tempted to ask something, request you for something.
Sure.
And for the purpose of our viewers and our listeners, can I request you, in the moment, in the flow, a short 2-3 minutes meditation? Just can you guide our viewers through something, You've created a vibration which is so beautiful right here. I can feel it all these miles away. It would be so wonderful if you can do just a 2-3 minutes meditation. Would you be able to guide us, please?
I'd be happy to.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's just start by taking a nice deep breath in, and just imagine that above your head is a beautiful star, a star that is your star, feeling the energy, the beautiful flow of energy from this star. And as you breathe in, just allow that beautiful flower on your crown chakra, right on the top of your head, to open, allowing the petals to gently fold back, and opening your crown chakra to receive the energy, the light that is flowing down into you from this star. You don't have to do anything except invite it in, and with your breath, drawing its energy, its light, its flow down into your body. Feeling how as this very gentle flow moves down into you, down through each chakra, through your third eye, and down into your throat. And as you breathe in, drawing the energy down into your heart and your solar plexus, and all the way down into your belly, into your sacral chakra, and down your legs, down the long muscles of your thighs, and down into your feet, opening up your root chakra. And as you breathe in again, breathe all the way down your body. And as you exhale, exhaling all of the little bits and pieces of old, used up energy, breathe them all the way down into the core of the earth, allowing Mother Nature to burn them up in the fires at the core of the earth. And as you breathe in again, breathe in the nurturing energy from the earth up through your feet and up through your body and all the way up to the top of your head. And as you breathe in again, breathe in the beautiful light from your star, this beautiful, clear, loving, wise light that now flows all the way down through you. Noticing this flow, how this energy simply flows through you, bringing to light all of your chakras, supporting them and aligning and balancing, and allowing this energy to move through you in a gentle flow. And first noticing that there is a flow, noticing what it feels like, how it feels in your body, feeling yourself remembering this flow, a very gentle, easy flow that aligns so perfectly with you in this physical body and aligns your soul and your body together. And as you continue to gently breathe, feel the increase in the alignment with this flow. Feel the compassion, the love, the energy that is moving inside of you and around you so perfectly, so easily, simply becoming the flow. And in this space of alignment, you are your soul. You are this flow. You are this vibrational being that connects to all of the energy coming from your star and all of the energy of the universe. You are of this universe and always connected. And all you need to do is simply open yourself to receive and enable the flow to move through you, to remember it, and to allow yourself to simply relax into alignment. And as you do, your soul remembers the connection, remembers the beauty, the joy, the hopefulness, the peace of all you are and all of the beauty inside of you now and surrounding you. And as you take another breath in, feel how this energy settles into your body, finding a home within you, feeling it become more and more comfortable, and knowing you have access to this energy always, feeling it now fully within you. And as you begin to come more and more back into your body, noticing how the energy feels in your body, how this connection is alive, has shifted that inner sense of you to an inner sense of connection and peace. And feeling yourself very comfortable and relaxed now, bringing yourself more and more back, physically present. And when you feel comfortable, just take a nice deep breath and open your eyes and bring yourself back in the room.
I'm just sending you this huge hug to say thank you and I love you.
I love you too. I'm so lucky that Indrani and I got to share
So,
today, and
actually
that
tearing up. It was just such an amazing experience. I could literally feel a strange throbbing all over. It was just so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Diana. Thank you. And may you continue to do all the beautiful work that you do and keep touching the lives that you touch and the hearts that you touch. And I'm looking forward to being on this gorgeous journey together.
I so appreciate you. I've appreciated you from the first moment that I met you. And I loved the playfulness and the joy with which you approach life.
Thank you.
And it's infectious in a positive way.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you. Thank you.
And I truly appreciate all that you do for MNI and all that you give to us and to the world on our behalf. And so thank you for supporting this journey and being a part of it with me.
Thank you. Thank you, Dana. Thank you so much. I feel blessed. I feel very fortunate that I can continue to do what I do. But viewers, you'll have to wait for another segment where I will share my story with Diana. But for that, you'll have to wait. And I truly hope you've enjoyed our session with Diana. I truly hope you've enjoyed the beautiful meditation that she's guided us through. And do share your comments. Do share your thoughts, your observations, and keep following all that we do, all that we offer. Stay blessed, stay well. Thank you, and bye for now.